Have you ever caught yourself hesitating to share your age? Maybe feeling like it's a number that puts you in a box? Or perhaps you've noticed that the world sometimes seems to overlook those of us with a few extra years under our belts. It's a feeling many of us over 75 know all too well, and it can make us want to shrink back, to hide who we are. But what if I told you that embracing your age could be one of the most freeing things you ever do? I've had the chance to learn from an incredible woman who's 93 years young, and she's living proof that owning your age can transform how you see yourself and how the world sees you. She shared 4 liberating truths that I can't wait to pass on to you, because they might just change the way you live your life. In this video, we're going to walk through these 4 truths together, step by step. They're not just ideas, they're practical, heartfelt insights that can help you feel more confident, more connected, and more alive, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the first truth that our 93-year-old friend wants to share with us. The first liberating truth is this: age is just a number. It's never too late to pursue your passions or try something new. Now, I know that might sound like a cliché, but let me tell you about this remarkable woman. At 93, she decided to pick up a paintbrush for the first time. She'd never painted before, but she thought, why not? Today, her colorful landscapes are hanging in local galleries, and she's got a smile that lights up the room when she talks about it. She's not letting her age stop her from exploring, learning, and growing, and neither should you. Maybe painting isn't your thing, and that's perfectly fine. The beauty of this truth is that it's not about one specific activity. It's about giving yourself permission to try something new, whatever that might be. Have you ever thought about learning a new language? Or maybe joining a book club or volunteering at a local charity? These are all ways to keep your mind sharp and your heart full. The key is to start small. You don't have to climb a mountain tomorrow, but you could take a walk in a new park or sign up for a class at the community center. Let me share a story that really brings this home. There's a gentleman named John who at 80 decided he wanted to run a marathon. Now, John wasn't a runner in his younger year. She was just someone who wanted to prove to himself that he could still set big goals. He started with short walks, then jogs, and after months of training, he crossed that finish line with his family cheering him on. When he was asked why he did it, he said, "I wanted to show myself and everyone else that age doesn't get to decide what I'm capable of." That's the spirit of this first truth. Your body might move a little slower, but your dreams, they don't have an expiration date. So, if there's something you've been putting off because you think you're too old, I want you to pause and ask yourself, what's one small step I could take toward that goal? Maybe it's writing a poem, planting a garden, or even learning how to use that smartphone to video chat with your grandkids. Whatever it is, give yourself the gift of trying. You might surprise yourself with what you can do, and that feeling of accomplishment, it's like a spark that keeps you young at heart. Now, let's move on to the second liberating truth. Your wisdom and experience are your superpowers, and they make you incredibly valuable to the world around you. Think about it. When you've lived as long as we have, you've seen so much. You've weathered storms, celebrated joys, and learned lessons that only time can teach. That's not something to hide, it's something to share. Younger folks often look to us for guidance, whether it's advice on life, love, or just how to make a really good apple pie. Your stories, your perspective, they matter. I was talking to a woman named Margaret, who's 78, and started mentoring young entrepreneurs in her town. She spent years running a small business, and now she's passing on what she's learned to the next generation. She told me, "I love seeing their eyes light up when they realize they can avoid the mistakes I made. It makes me feel like I'm still making a difference." And she is. Her wisdom is a gift, and so is yours. But this truth isn't just about helping others, it's about recognizing your own worth. Sometimes, we might feel like we're past our prime, like the world doesn't need us anymore. But nothing could be further from the truth. Every day, you're adding to your reservoir of knowledge. Every challenge you face, every moment of laughter you share, it all shapes who you are and what you have to offer. One way to tap into this is to find opportunities to share your experiences. Maybe you could volunteer to read to kids at the library, or join a senior group where you can swap stories with others. Even something as simple as sitting down with your grandkids and telling them about the way things used to be can be powerful. Those moments remind you and everyone else that your voice still matters. I'll never forget meeting a man named Robert, who at 85 started writing letters to his local newspaper. He'd share his thoughts on everything from community events to national politics, and people started writing back, thanking him for his insights. He told me, "I didn't realize how much I had to say until I started saying it." That's what this second truth is all about, embracing the wisdom you've earned and letting it shine. As we wrap up these first two truths, I want you to take a moment to think about what they mean for you. Age is just a number, and your wisdom is a treasure. These ideas are the foundation for living a life where you don't have to hide who you are. There's so much more to explore about how we can break free from the expectations that hold us back, and I can't wait to share the next steps with you. For now, let's keep these truths in our hearts and think about how we can start living them out today. Continuing our journey, let's explore the third liberating truth. As you age, your relationships can become even richer and more meaningful. Think about it when you're younger. Life often feels like a whirlwind. You're juggling work, raising kids, and figuring out your place in the world. But as you get older, things slow down a bit. You have more time to truly connect with the people who matter most to you. I remember talking to a couple in their 80s who told me their marriage has never been better. After raising their children and retiring, they finally have the time to travel together, sit on the porch and watch the sunset, and just be with each other without the distractions of daily life. They said their love has deepened because they've been through so much together, joys and sorrows, successes and failures. That shared history is a treasure that grows more valuable every year. And it's not just romantic relationships. Friendships also take on a new depth as you age. When you've known someone for decades, you've seen each other through thick and thin. You've celebrated each other's victories and supported each other in tough times. Those kinds of bonds are unbreakable, and they bring a sense of security and joy that's hard to find elsewhere. But it's not just about maintaining old relationships, it's also about forming new ones. Many seniors find that retirement opens up opportunities to meet new people through hobbies, volunteer work, or community events. I know a woman who, at 78, decided to join a local theater group. She'd always loved acting but never had the time when she was working. Now, she's made a whole new circle of friends who share her passion, and they spend their afternoons rehearsing and performing. It's given her a new lease on life and a sense of belonging that she cherishes. Another beautiful thing about aging is the relationship with your grandchildren, if you have them. There's something magical about being a grandparent. You get to enjoy the fun parts of having kids without the responsibilities. You can spoil them a little, teach them about life, and share your stories. And in return, they bring so much joy and energy into your life. It's a relationship that's pure and full of love, and it's one of the greatest gifts of aging. Now, I know that not everyone has family nearby, and that can be tough. But even if you're on your own, there are ways to build connections. Technology has made it easier than ever to stay in touch with loved ones, no matter where they are. Video calls, social media, even old-fashioned letters can help you feel connected. And don't forget about your community. There are probably groups or clubs in your area that would love to have you. Whether it's a knitting circle, a gardening club, or a senior center, getting involved can help you meet new people and form meaningful relationships. But why is this so important? Well, research shows that social connections are not just nice to have, they're essential for your health. Studies have found that seniors with strong social networks have better mental and physical health, lower rates of disease, and even live longer. On the other hand, social isolation can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It's linked to higher risks of depression, cognitive decline, and premature death. For example, take Vonda, a 73-year-old woman who lives on a farm with other families. She realized that as she gets older, she needs more interaction. So, she and her community are building a new common house where they can all gather, cook together, and support each other. It's a way to ensure they stay connected and can help each other as they age. Or consider Dr. Patricia Thomas's research. which followed seniors for almost 2 decades and found that those who stayed socially engaged had fewer cognitive and physical limitations over time. It's clear that staying connected is key to aging well. So, maintaining social connections isn't just about feeling good, it's about staying healthy. And the good news is, it's never too late to start. Whether it's reaching out to an old friend, joining a new group, or simply smiling at your neighbors, every little interaction can make a difference. Take a moment to think about your own relationships. Are there people you'd like to spend more time with? Is there a group or activity you've been thinking about joining? Maybe it's time to reach out, to make that call, to take that step. Your heart and your health will thank you for it. Now, as we reflect on this third truth, remember that your relationships are a source of strength and joy, and they're vital for your well-being. Every effort you make to stay connected is an investment in yourself. So, take some time to nurture those connections in your own life. It's one of the most important things you can do as you age. Now, let's dive into the fourth and final liberating truth that our 93-year-old friend has shared. Embracing your age means living authentically, exactly as you are, without trying to hide or change it. There's something incredibly freeing about reaching a point in life where you can just be yourself, unapologetically. No more worrying about what others think. No more trying to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. This truth is about celebrating every wrinkle, every gray hair, and every year you've lived, because they all tell the story of you. I think back to that 93-year-old woman who inspired this video. She has this radiant energy, and when you meet her, you can't help but notice how comfortable she is in her own skin. She wears bright, flowing dresses that make her feel good, not because they're trendy, but because they're her. She laughs easily, shares her age without hesitation, and talks about her life with a kind of pride that's contagious. She told me, "I spent too many years trying to look younger, act younger, be something I wasn't. Now I just want to be me, and it's the best decision I ever made." That's the heart of this final truth. Living authentically is like taking a deep breath and letting go of all the expectations that weigh you down. Society can sometimes make us feel like aging is something to fight, like we need to cover up our years with dyes or creams, or even little white lies about our age. But why should we? Every year you've lived is a victory, a chapter in a story that's uniquely yours. When you embrace that, you start to see yourself differently. You stand a little taller, smile a little brighter, and move through the world with a confidence that comes from knowing who you are. Let's talk about what this looks like in everyday life. For some, it might mean dressing in a way that feels true to you. Maybe you love bold colors or cozy sweaters, whatever it is. Wear it because it makes you happy, not because it's what's in. I know a man named Frank, who's 81 and always wears a bright red baseball cap. He says it's his signature, and it sparks conversations wherever he goes. That cap is his way of saying, "This is me, and I'm here." What's your version of that red cap? Maybe it's a favorite scarf or a pair of comfortable shoes that let you walk with ease. Whatever it is, let it reflect who you are. Another way to live authentically is to stop shying away from your age. Next time someone asks how old you are, try answering with a smile and a straightforward number. You might be surprised at how empowering it feels. I met a woman named Clara, who's 76, and she loves telling people her age. She says, "When I say I'm 76, it's like I'm claiming all the life I've lived. It's not a number, it's a badge of honor." And she's right. Your age isn't something to hide. It's something to celebrate. Living authentically also means letting go of the need to prove yourself. You don't have to keep up with the younger folks or pretend you're something you're not. If you want to spend your afternoons knitting or gardening or watching old movies, do it without apology. Those things bring you joy, and that's what matters. Our 93-year-old friend loves her quiet evenings with a good book, and she doesn't care if someone thinks that's boring. It's her time, her life, and she's living it on her terms. What's beautiful about this truth is that when you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage to be yourself gives permission to those around you, your friends, your family, Even strangers embrace their own journeys. I saw this with a group of seniors who started a walking club in their neighborhood. They range from 75 to 89, and they show up every week, some with canes, some with a slower pace, but all with a determination to live fully. They don't care about looking perfect or keeping up with anyone else. They're there for the fresh air, the laughter, and the chance to be together. And you know what? Younger people in the neighborhood have started joining them, inspired by their zest for life. As we wrap up these 4 liberating truths, I want to take a moment to bring it all together. We started with the idea that age is just a number, a reminder that you can still chase your dreams, no matter how old you are. Then we talked about how your wisdom is a superpower, something to share with the world. We explored how relationships grow richer with time, keeping you connected and healthy. And now, we've landed on the power of living authentically, of embracing every part of who you are. Together, these truths paint a picture of a life where you don't have to hide your age, where you can step into each day with confidence and joy. I hope these ideas have sparked something in you, maybe a desire to try something new, to share a story, to reach out to a friend, or to simply be yourself without apology. You're not just aging, you're living, and every moment is a chance to make the most of it. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What's one way you're going to embrace your age this week? Maybe it's wearing that favorite hat or telling someone your age with pride. Whatever it is, share it with us. We're all in this together. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content to help you live your best life at any age. Your support means the world, and it helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Here's to embracing every year, every story, and every moment of who you are. Keep shining, and I'll see you in the next video.